which comes first, or what should you do first? Should you go ahead and apply for admission, or should you go ahead and apply for scholarship? This is just the funny thing, like when it is about which comes first between egg and a chicken. Is it an egg or is it a chicken? It's very good explanation I'm going to give today. And I believe this explanation is going to help you a lot to give the distinction between these two processes, but most importantly, to make sure that you don't get frustrated to be getting admissions and you don't get the money part. This is what I usually tell everyone, this is statement, that when you want to go to study overseas and you are going to look for any program you want to apply, make sure when you are going to look for that description of the program, there must be a place where it is written, if you apply for this particular program and get admission, you are going to benefit by getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever list is going to put there. That means that admission process must be tied to the money part of it. Don't apply to a program which hasn't said they're going to give you money. Because if you apply to any program which there is no money component in it, what does that mean? It means you have agreed to apply to that program as self-financing student. That means you'll go ahead and pay the tuition fees and cover your own living expenses. So you must apply to a program. It depends now. There are some of the programs they say apply for admission first, get admission to a university, then show this admission to another process of scholarship. You apply another form. But there are some of the application or scholarships they say apply for this scholarship. If you get it while you are filling the form for this scholarship, tell us what program are you going to apply. So we will either admit you and give you the money or don't admit you at all. They don't go to give you admission and say we don't have money, because the admission has been tied to the money. Does that make sense to you? Let me paraphrase for the last time. Admission and the money, scholarship, must be merged together. If they're not merged together, don't apply. Because if you apply, you have agreed to apply as self-financing student. And it will cost you down the road. Because you'll be admitted and you'll be expected to show the bank statement, to show how much money you have to cover the living expenses, tuition and fees. That will be difficult for many of you. So make sure, if there are no explanation about you are going to be given the money and how much, don't apply. So you can see, oh, Commonwealth scholarship, blah, blah, scholarship, blah, blah, scholarship. But if you say, oh, I want to go to apply to Stanford, I want to apply political science, or apply to apply PhD in mathematics, go to the Department of Mathematics, open that program, go to the admission. Is there any place in the admission process they say you'll be given the money? So for instance, I'm giving an example of Stanford because it is written, if you apply PhD in mathematics at Stanford, you get admission, you'll be 100% guaranteed to be given 5 years scholarship for PhD in mathematics. So otherwise, they don't admit you at all. If you apply, for instance, University of Notre Dame, either you apply master's or PhD in peace studies, if you get admission, you are guaranteed 100% fully funded scholarship. So that is what I'm explaining to you. So you can go direct to the admission website and look for that program, and if it is not written and you want to make sure that before you waste your time and apply, just write email to the dean or admissions officer. Can you give me clarification on this particular program? There is no place they write about scholarship or assistantship. Do you give any money for people when they get admission for this program? Just write one email. But don't just go ahead and apply and then you'll be surprised. So it depends. There are some of the programs you just apply directly as a scholarship, and that scholarship, once you get money part, they give you admission. There are some they say get admission first, then once you have admission, fill this form. Or admission, then apply scholarship on a separate application, but they will link them together. Just like how Chevening they are doing, or Commonwealth they are doing. You apply scholarship on one side, you apply admission on the other side. But scholarship, if they'll give you the money if you have the admission. So there are those kind of things. So pay attention to those and don't just start later. Oh, I have admission. I didn't get the money. I usually ask one question. Did the program you applied said they are going to give you the money? If they didn't say, that means you agreed to pay on your own. So be careful when you read the advertisements between the lines. Thank you so much. And remember to subscribe to this particular YouTube channel and get all these opportunities and information to guide you to get fully funded scholarships.